Hello and welcome to Dice Adventure. We are a group of friends who love to tell stories. I am Matt, your Dungeon Master, and with me are the players as always. I'll allow them to introduce themselves, starting with M.
Yo, I'm M, she, they pronouns, and today I'll be playing Xanthi, who uses she, her.
Hey, I'm Sen. Tonight I'll be playing as Morticia, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Mantiago. I'll be playing Dimitri, and we both use he, him.
So, last
Hi.
time...
You did it again! Understandable, sir. To be honest, after what was like 24, it's kind of bound to happen, but understandable. Hi, I'm playing William. Thanks. Fuck.
So, now everyone's introduced. Before we get diving into episode 24, 25. The players last time, they were at the Oculent, the big library in Sabon. They did a lot of research, found out a lot of things. They took it in two shifts. You had William and Morticia in one half, and then you had Xanthi and Dimitri in the other half. They also took these pills to keep them awake, or at least Morticia and William did. With that being when Xanthi and Dimitri were researching, they went out and they enjoyed a time just chilling out really in the city. No drama. During the research process, Xanthi's managed to convince one of the acolytes to try and secure some information on the doctor and bring it to them. In exchange, they will help him escape with them when they disappear. But all in all, the guys found out about some teleportation markings that they managed to note down. They also didn't get stopped leaving, so that's a bonus. But yeah, we will dive back in with the guys meeting back up with each other. Yeah, over to you.
Did we ever decide where we're going to meet?
I thought it was for dinner.
Yeah, I was thinking for dinner as well. So I'm guessing the private booth would already be booked and all that. Paid for ahead of time. Yeah. I'll just mark that. Same as last time, 15?
Yeah.
We'll just get that the exact same again. Yeah, okay, I'll just mark that off.
And if you wanted to do any, when you had your day together, if you wanted to do like any like basic shopping for like basic rations and stuff like that, we can discuss anything like that, and I can mark.
Yeah, I would have went to that pop Mama, the potion place, Mama something.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mama Paddocks?
Mama Paddocks.
That's it. Yep. See, the paddock part came first, so I was going to say Papa something instead, but I was like, no, it's not Papa. It was like a female S name, so
yeah. Mama
I know it was Mama something. The
potions and lotions store, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, of course, if I want a potion. What a place to be.
Of course.
How convenient. Oh. Yeah, just say basic ones and maybe some green if possible.
Yeah, so she would have the lady there is a very elderly woman, within her 60s, long like tied up grey hair that is like almost like so much of it it's become like a messy bowl of spaghetti upon her head as it's all tied up. And yeah, she would have charged you 25 gold for normal potions and then 75 for the
greener ones.
Yeah,
the ones with above the normal. Okay. Yeah. Do 3 and 3 then, which is 300 gold.
I have a question. Yeah. Do you have a potion to make someone irresistible?
Well, I got a lot of potions. Kind of like a love potion.
That could work.
Yeah, we have a love potion.
How strong is that?
It depends on the person and the physical attraction they have, but it works pretty well.
How much do you want for that?
I can see it's going to a good cause, so I'll say 50 gold.
I'll take that.
Okay. Would you like me to gift wrap that for you at all?
Always.
So she just wraps up in like some nice wrapping paper, some ribbons, and just like hands it to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I promise I won't do anything bad with it.
Hey, you've given me your money. What you do with the property is entirely up to you. As long as you don't spike my drink or anyone coming into my store's drink, I've got no issue.
In my back, I will cross my fingers.
Oh, I regret. Hasn't even happened yet, and I already regret it.
You wanted to go to the
Yeah.
potion store.
That's what
Yeah, I
happened.
shouldn't have done Morticia, that's the thing.
I hear
Fine.
potions and my head starts going at it. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm going to have to deal with the consequences of our actions. It's fine. Ah,
But yeah, after that, you meet up in Sparkle Brew. Your private suite is ready prepared, and Frostbite Jack's already prepared you the same like kind of food
that's
you
right.
had
Yeah.
the day before, and same like drinks.
So how's your day? Are you being better?
Yeah. Sounds not too bad.
Went pretty smoothly. Nothing bad. What about you guys?
Busy day.
Yeah, a lot of information to take
I'm
in.
not meant for books.
What did you learn? And I'm assuming you guys.
Yeah, just sharing of information. Oh,
And probably wrapping up for Xanthi with talking about the potential deal that they've made. So I met up with, I believe it was Ashrin, is that right?
Yep.
And they said that they might be able to get some information from an area in the library that is not normally accessible on Balagast, in exchange for us helping him disappear. I agreed to it, but I did not know how you would all feel, but I could not really put it off.
well,
When
he
you
doesn't want to be there.
say disappear, you mean take him out of town or take him out?
I
Oh,
don't
damn.
think he was feeling that not good. No, I think it was more help him
To leave.
get out of this organization and away.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we get access to teleportation circles now, so it should be pretty quick to get out. But it's all gonna depend on what he brings us, no?
Quite. I believe he said he would meet us in the tavern, so, or in the inn, rather.
Before you said something about these waterfalls in Blatop.
Yes, that
Sketch.
is where you're from, right? Do you?
Yeah, being from there and being from the church that I was, would I know anything about it? Because, yeah, there's
You
seems to
definitely
be.
roll me a religion check.
Dirty 20.
20. So you would have heard about this waterfall, this body of water, it definitely wouldn't have been something that was taught as in like a good way, but it was almost like you had to protect people from like just willy-nilly just like putting people in it. It was a part of it was almost in like your church's back garden, so to speak. But like they would never use it, only in like very extreme circumstances. But then loads of people would break in and use it.
I know about it. That could be an option. I'm assuming, well, we could go through the normal way of working, but that will be a while. Or we can just skip the line, try and sneak in and get it done.
From what I was reading, it seemed to say that it was quite a trial for the person to go through coming back, but then they would be stronger.
It depends on the person. The way they come back is never the same. So, yeah,
I do not know if that is a risk
different.
that I want to take. Perhaps
Do you not know any other way?
there were a few others. There was divine, miraculous, and this phoenix feather, perhaps? Necromantic too, but I'm ruling that out. Perhaps we could visit this church. I think most of us were interested. We could see if they have anything to say.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can make it as a final trip, kind of do that on the way out, kind of thing tomorrow. If
Yeah.
we do have to assist someone that is in a predicament that they don't want to be in.
It might be best to leave during the night with them, so maybe we could do it now instead and then leave at nightfall.
Yeah, no, I'm not against it.
And
And
just less
what
witnesses.
exactly is going to be our first destination? We have two options. I'll tell them about the two circles. I don't know where you would prefer to go to.
And by what you guys are telling me about the stories you heard, it sounds like mine is going to be in for a fight. So
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, it's fine. I'm not a straight scraps, so they'll explain the whole once you're proving yourself. So makes a bit more
I'm
common
assuming
sense now.
I'm assuming all of us will have some sort of either fight or trial or yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
I do worry upon the story that I read with the Guardian hunting down the others. I don't. I feel like they're still around, and so when we activate the Imperiums, I'm worried that they might come after us.
Well, I think it's only a fair game that we get rid of them as well. Honestly, they've been preying on these people that were nothing but, champions of the world and trying to keep peace and order. Least we can do.
I might be completely wrong, but could that person trying to kill all the guardians be the doctor? Because that seems to kind of align with his goals.
If that's the case, it means he has an Imperium himself.
I mean, we know that he knows where other Imperiums are when they are activated. So isn't that a possibility?
Possibly. Sketch, did the book say what the Sun Splitter was? Was it a spear?
The Sun Splitter, it didn't actually comment on what Sunsplitter was, but by description, you're guessing it was like some kind of like halberd or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a polearm of sorts.
Did the doctor wield some sort of polearm? That's what it kind of sounded like the imperium was.
It was a kind of scythe, right?
Yeah,
Or
the Doctor wielded a scythe. Yeah.
kind of, I suppose.
So potentially.
And then he does have the metal arm as well that we're concerned about. Considering it gives full autonomy, even though it's, not fully his. Anyway, precautions. And William will pull out the potions, put them on the table, give Xanthi one greater, give Dimitri one greater, and give the other 4 smaller ones to Morticia. Just like, at the end of the day, we need to make sure we can look after ourselves, and if needed, you have ways to bring us back if we're on on the edge without death itself.
Oh,
We
this
keep
will come
going
handy.
into situations unprepared, so I think it might be worth,
I appreciate that.
And while Jack's obviously just surrounding, William will try and grab him next time he's
Yeah,
near.
yeah. He's constantly like in and out. Make sure you got like enough drinks. Not like in and out and like listening to your conversations, but every so often he'll just be like knocking at the
keeping the check,
curtain.
yeah. Evening, Jack. Couple of things.
Oh yeah.
The bottle of wine I asked you to get.
Yeah.
Did you have any success?
I've procured a bottle of wine. It hasn't arrived just yet, but my sources say it's close.
Perfect. Secondly, could you send a message over to your business partner and ask her to retrieve the wagon and the horses for us and bring it?
Of course, of course. You want that or by the inn?
If you wouldn't mind, Jess, that'd be lovely. And if there's any cost, please don't feel
It's okay.
to tell us. Yeah.
Wave said she'll handle the cost of your transport. So
Perfect. Well, we're all happy to pay. It's the least we can do. Obviously, we're not here to show any ill faith or.
no, it's fine. If Wave says she's gonna cover it, she's gonna cover it.
Yeah, no. I'm around people like that. It's better not to argue with. Thank you. Well, that's everything, I guess. Obviously, if you need anything of us before we start moving on, please grab one of us.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. But no, we're all good here. Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Well,
the-
there's a wagon sorted.
To the church?
Yeah, we'll finish up here. Go to the church, return, wait for your contact, and then leave in the night, I guess.
That is if the information we get is worth it. I suppose the only other thing we could look into was the gladiator's respite, but
A second time. It's up to you guys.
I don't really feel entirely comfortable, but it could get us some information.
I think regardless of what information we get from your contacts, we should leave tonight.
Okay.
We can always go to Blightop to try and do the thing. If we don't have success at the church, otherwise we just go to one of the circles.
Do you have any type of scrying tools to make the runes, or?
I assume I do.
You could.
Okay.
I mean,
We were alone the whole day. We
Yeah.
had time to acquire them.
Yeah. I'll allow
William-
that. Yeah. I'll allow that.
Also, William already does have cobbler's tools as well, which you could use to chisel into stuff. So
And how
They're not sure
confident?
they could get the job done.
How confident are you that you can make this teleportation circle safely? Very?
Have my arcane abilities ever let you down?
That's true. Sounds
Exactly.
complicated, but I trust you, so sure it will be fine.
100%. My goddess will guide me. Don't worry.
And in terms of getting to Blade Top, would that be just by traveling on foot, or can you teleport there? I think you said there
Considering
are only 2 rings or something like this.
those are already created, but I assume I can create one, seeing as I know what Bled Top looks like, and I'm familiar with it.
One thing I will say is when you was reading about the teleportation circles, there has to be one there that you can pair with. That it doesn't work just like a teleportation. It's more the case of you have to make one somewhere and then make one somewhere else.
Okay. So wherever we travel from now on, we should make one.
You're just gonna graffiti my whole world, aren't you?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I presume they have
Random
to be
caves.
somewhere safe that won't be disturbed if we are to leave them anywhere.
So we buy a house everywhere.
I
That
think
seems quite expensive.
so.
That's an undertaking.
Or
So for-
we create an illusion somewhere and just have it stand for a long time. Or we just let it open. I don't care if someone uses it.
It is more if someone disrupts it and then you try to teleport to it and it, I
And
don't know,
doesn't
maybe
work.
messes things up.
Who would do such thing?
A lot of people, honestly, a lot of people are a combination of idiots and just inconsiderate.
Maybe we do it in a church, every town, because that way we know for sure. Because people
It's
in
sacred
churches are
ground.
nice. Yeah.
Would they
You also
allow
need
that?
permission off them, though.
Yeah.
We choose a good church. We ask nicely. I don't know.
Maybe
I
it's like
don't really deal with them, so I'll leave that to you, I guess.
Okay.
Just like back to the house thing. How much is like the going rate these days? Does anyone know? What's the market value?
I'm
I
not
haven't
from here.
looked into it.
No. Being on the road
Everyone
for as
was
long as you are, you kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
guaranteed a house where I'm from, so I'm not used to all this.
We can build a house in every town.
If we learn architecture, Mancy.
We don't need to build it then. We just
Use magic.
Then-
Yeah.
Remember, though, as you guys really pointed out, that the architecture man was using the brain of some person. Do you guys really think you could do that?
Yeah, fuck that.
Mm, yeah, that's
Exactly.
the point.
So
So
churches it is.
Maybe so.
So we go to the
The
church.
church.
Okay. So as you make your way through Sabin, you soon come up to the Touch of Faith, this giant church that has no one clear god it's devoted to. Instead, it's devoted to many Yggdrasians. And you see, just like standing at the door, where kind of like awaiting you, you see this elderly elven man, kind of like just starting to bald ever so slightly, definitely grey hair thinning. He wears like white robes, no like colors or anything on him, just pure white, with like black sleeves and like black trim. And he's just like, "Oh, I have We're waiting. The gods said I would meet 4 travelers today.
Greetings.
Hello.
I was wondering if we could perhaps visit some of the churches or church here.
Of course, you may come inside. I am Father Laethel, and this is my church. I devoted it to all Agdathians. But please, come inside and hopefully one of them draws your worship.
Much appreciated. Do you have different acolytes to the different gods, or is it more just anything goes?
It is more anything with a feeling if you feel connected to one. We do not push you to worship any one. We would like you to worship all, so we have no one devoted to any in particular. But I am the ears of them all. I hear them all separately.
Well, personally, I don't really follow anything. I'm just here because my friends are here. So yeah, I see how much that could be an oxymoron. I'm technically following my friends instead of a deity.
I believe everyone follows something or someone.
You never know, William. You might find like a connection when you.
That's not bullshit.
Okay.
I've seen the time of maps of gods and religions. That's not. If none of them have drawn me in and achieve my worship, I don't think many will.
Fair enough.
As you step through, you come into like this, almost like this hall chamber, and you see multiple stained glass windows on doors. You see each is like has its own symbol on each one. The one closest to you is a lit torch with some rays on in white on a dark grey background. I'm gonna say Morticia roll me a religion check here.
8.
8. You definitely know the first two. The first door belongs to Helion, the first light, and then the second door belongs to Mahina, the moon dancer.
That's Helion. That's Mahina. And do I see Myra's Radian anywhere?
You don't.
Oh, interesting.
You see like another one that's got like 3 crossed swords with a helmet, and it's like got a blood dripping background. You see a profile pale woman with golden filigree and pink blossoms. You see a whale's tail with a blue and purple wing around it. You see a skull with a crown of thorns wearing a veil. And you see so many more. Keep picking. Like as soon as you keep going through, you see more and more. There's one that's got a portrait of a giant that's cracked in like 6 places, each representing a different element. You have a one that's got a cobra dagger as a tail with gem eyes. There's so many there. Finally, though, you do see one you're familiar with, Xanthi. You do see a grain of wheat crossed with a sword and on a shield. You know that as Tertullus, the harvest blade.
I think taking a bit of comfort in that. And would it be you that I would need to speak to regarding a possible resurrection?
Are you talking to Father?
Yeah.
He's just like, we do resurrections if the gods want this person to be brought back. We I should warn you, we do not charge in terms of a monetary value, but we offer something up to make the resurrection work. Normally, it's a monster of some kind. We ask you to slay it in order for there to be the balance of souls coming in and coming out. And normally, this monster would be one that's done horrible things, just so we can shuffle it around. We have done
Would
this
it-
before.
Would it need to be done in advance, or can I make this payment as we travel?
It would have to be in the case of we would have to give you a time limit on when to complete it by, otherwise the door will be shut forever on. We cannot allow a soul that is no longer allowed onto this mortal plane to be here without something taking its place.
Perhaps I can make a slightly different deal, and I can leave her with you. And if you feel that we have completed the task, then the souls can be exchanged then.
We can do something like this, yes. I can give you a necklace that can harvest the monster's soul once it's killed, and then we can use it for balancing the ritual.
Do you have one in mind? A monster?
I would have to consult the gods to see which one they deem not worthy of being here anymore.
I apologize for that. I I do not see a statue of Radion. Are you not considering them here?
They, uh, you see Father Laethel, he goes ever so pale at the mention of this name. And he just like walks over to you and he's just like, "Child, I do not know where you learned this name, but she is one of the bound."
Oh, I assumed as a church of all gods you would have them regardless.
Of course, but you understand the bound Agadarthians are ones that were so evil and destructive that they had to be sealed away. So, in order to keep the peace, we do not worship them anymore. We respect them nonetheless, but worship of them is something we cannot allow. They wanted nothing more than to take what we had and turn it into nothing.
I understand.
Does that include Onos? I don't see such of them.
Onos is a very different. Sorry, my cough. It they are more a creation of the Agadathians, what we would call a child of the Agadathians. So they are worshipped, yes, but they are not one of the big doors that we keep hold of here. But we do have, not to be rude, the lesser deities placed of worship, yes.
That's fine. Thank you.
Would we require a place to do a ritual? A non-harmful ritual? Would it be okay to do it here?
What is exactly this ritual?
We just need to travel quite far, and it would make our journey easier. And I just don't want to leave a teleportation circle anywhere. I don't know if you would be willing to have one in a separate bedroom or a room of the house where it would be okay to do it.
I suppose the gods told me you were coming here for a reason, so it does make sense. Perhaps you can do it in the back area.
Thank you.
Father, can I ask your opinion on Onos? The books I've been reading is they depict them as both like good and bad. I just want to know your opinion on them.
Um, well, they are ones that they are like the flame they represent, both a fire of creation and destruction. I feel good and bad are more complex views when you talk of the gods. I feel more to the point it would be the case of right and wrong. I feel Onos did the right thing for her people, but then, like with any Agadrathian, any god, it would be the case of, in some people's eyes, it's wrong. I do not know them to be violent or vicious, though, if that is what you are asking.
It is, yes, like kind of. Thank you.
But if you are wanting to have this resurrection done, let me consult with the gods to find out what they would want in return.
Please do. In the meantime, is it okay if I, gesturing over to the window to Dotias, do some praying of my own?
Of course.
And in the meanwhile, I will go to the back and start creating the circle.
Okay. For your circle, I need a sleight of hand check.
William, do you want to help me? You were with me.
Sure, got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and find this Onos room.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully you have some enlightenment. I know the religion.
We'll see. Thank you.
I guess.
That's a 10, even with advantage.
Okay. But you do eventually find Onos's room. It's very small, but warming. The picture there is just a single volcano, lone, no mountain ranges, and you feel a warmth as you step in there. And like the little like candles either side just light up as you go in.
Yeah. Yeah, I walk in, kneel down, like, haven't we done this? I probably should have. I don't know if you can answer me. Um, Although, granted, if the books are correct, I guess you're trying to become me in a sense. I just want answers.
As you're in this room praying, and you feel like this warmth again as Parbu steps up towards you. And I think we've lost him.
Not sure.
He's fallen asleep
think
praying.
so.
We'll see if he comes back to us. If not, we're
Discord has been a bit sketchy for me too. I don't know.
Yeah.
okay. We'll give him a couple of seconds, and then we'll jump to Xanthi. You're praying in the Totalis room while this is happening.
Are we doing that now? Sorry.
Yeah. We'll just jump to there.
Okay,
while,
sure.
if he doesn't come back in the next couple of minutes or so, we'll jump to a break.
Sure.
But yeah, we can jump to Totalis. You're the Totalis
So-
for now. Yep.
So heading over to this window and kneeling down before it, clasping our hands together. Totius, Harvest Blade. I'm seeking your wisdom in this. One of your followers along with me, my sister, is no longer with us, and I wish this was not so.
You get a sense that someone's listening. And a warmth that you've had before. Yeah, you get a warmth as you have had before, and your hair, like there's no wind in this room, but your hair kind of just, and you feel like this wind past your hair, ear, ruffling through your hair.
Do you think that this method is the best path? Is this harvest worth reaping for her return?
The wind stays there, and it like encompasses you, wraps all around you, and it holds you tight. It's almost like you almost feel like suffocating, but it's like after like the sudden shock, it's more of a hug. You've had this before when you've asked for direction before, and most of the time this means yes.
Thank you. And she'll just stay kind of kneeling there, but she'd look up towards the window now and just stay there contemplating for a bit until they're done.
With this prey, you do get a divine intervention dice. It's not quite the same as a cleric's divine intervention, but essentially you get a free reroll that you can use for anything.
Okay.
And that reroll can't be below 10. So if it is below 10, you add it to your current roll. Basically, it's kind of a way of like a auto succeeding
Nice.
of something.
Okay.
But yeah, so you get that, and you just feel like this embrace that's still around you. Now that Dimitri's woken up from his prayer,
Yeah.
Parbu, flame is like igniting around you, and you feel like intensely warm. And as you're speaking to Onos, Parbu pipes up and says, "Yes, child."
Onos?
Yes.
Sorry, yes, I was expecting that to actually work. Hi? No, sorry, questions. Yes, before. um, I guess like, what's up? What's your deal? Um,
You don't do this much, do you?
I don't know. I probably should have practiced more. No, sorry. So the books, or the book that I read, you were the ones that gave birth to earth and fire elementals, but the wind and water sort of to bring balance. But
There
I
is
was just
a
wondering.
awful lot of confusion on what I am. I am simply fire, both destructive and creative. Everything else that's come around me is myth and legend. I am fire. I'm that burning desire you have to do what you set your mind to. I'm that burning regret you feel when you don't succeed. I'm not like these books you have. And you feel like the one you have just slowly starts to like erupt into flames.
Oh, I wasn't done reading that. Okay.
I am Onus, but I am just someone to follow.
So the Magma King, are you separate?
The Magma King is one of my greatest accomplishments and my biggest regrets. I gave the power of fire to a madman, and he used it as such.
Um, so the thing that's destroying me is not you, but the thing that you created.
No, the thing that's destroying you is the fact you don't believe in your own potential. And I think that's probably a good place to take a break while we fix these technical issues. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. So, before technical issues, Dimitri was conversing with Onos, who's taken over Parbu, and Onos was just explaining to Dimitri that the fire he's so against and thinks is Onos trying to take over is actually who he is. It's just a part of you, and you just need to accept that part.
It's just difficult to accept when I know it hurt so many people. It's the reason why my mother died during childbirth.
As I believe it, everyone's fate is already written. And it's just how it goes about being that way. No one can blame a certain way or how or if. The fire doesn't hurt people merely as much as the weapon you carry, but you still seem fit to carry that.
That's, I guess, in a way, I have more control over the weapon than I do with the fire.
And how did you get control over the weapon?
Practice. I did have a mentor to guide me. Not many people.
And you have no one to guide you with your fire?
Not many. I know Pab has been helping.
Pablo's not a guide?
I mean, he's the best.
I think if you was to put a bit more practice into your fire and not worry about it becoming such a destructive force, it wouldn't be.
Okay, but answer me one thing. Someone came to me in a dream, I believe it was the original champion or a champion of the flame. He wanted, or they wanted me to use my anger. But I feel like that's more of a destructive path.
Yes, everyone has two natures within them. A destructive nature and a creative nature. You seem like a gentle soul whose creative nature is their outward nature. So your destructive nature is hidden and only comes out when you need it. I feel you will learn more when you live in harmony with both natures.
Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say. It's only when I can find the balance between the two that I can be able to control the flame.
I mean, potentially that's a understanding of it, yes.
So I don't need to go and find this Magma King and kill him.
I mean, potentially that could be quite a battle. But for now, no.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. I'll promise to be in touch a bit more than normal.
I do appreciate it. And then, like, Pabu just, like, violently shakes and just, like...
You okay, buddy? Okay, let's go. Let's find the others. I think I know what to do now.
Yeah, so you come out after finding your room. With your sleight of hand check you made, Morticia, and William, you're there as well. The etchings don't look quite 100% the same as the marking you've traced from the library.
Do you want to try and do it? Because I feel like it's not as pretty.
Sure. Do you want me to erase these ones and start from scratch?
Just like
Kind
make
of like
it go away. Yeah.
yeah, kind of like kick the dirt, kind of like fresh surface kind of thing. Because obviously I'm guessing the ritual hasn't started, so it wouldn't have scarred yet.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. So fresh surface. I guess I will give it a try.
Okay.
Guide.
I will get you to do me a sleight of hand check, but the DC for you, because you're not an arcane user, is higher.
Okay, fair. Okay, well, it's 13 to start off. 1 second. And 17.
17. So as you do it, there's still like certain bits that's just off. They don't match up like 100%. Like, this is like very nitpicky. It's like, I would say it's like 95%. Right.
Wait, and I'll go there and I will try and do the correct line.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me. It's really hard to, both
18.
look at a book and copy these.
18. Yeah, between William's marking them out and you correcting them ever so slightly, you're like 99% sure it's correct.
So, it's good.
Okay, if I end up losing an arm or something, or, we'll just class it as failed, yeah?
We will just say that the ground wasn't even and it made like
Okay.
interferences.
See, like, I don't think we'll be able to take the car and the animals through. Like, A4 would probably be a different case, but what are we going to do about the cart and the other 2 horses?
I did not think about that.
We should leave them here.
Should we just make it bigger?
That means I've got to do this again.
But then we can take the horses in the car.
What if we end up going through and we come through and it's a turn from the cart to a boat?
Then we get a boat. I don't
In the
know what's
middle
the problem there.
On land.
We will build a cart and put the boat in the cart. And then we got both a cart and a boat.
Okay, what if
We'll
we
just erase everything and I will start making it big
God damn
enough
it.
where I think that a cart would be able to fit.
I'll try again. Do you want another check? Or are you going to take pity on
Please. You're muted.
You're muted.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just giving you guys the logistics of what you're seeing. So this area where you're making this is through the church into the back areas. So you have to think, can you get a car and horses through the church?
A church. Mm-hmm.
Should we just do it in the back of the inn? Or in the inn? Since the horses and the carts are already there. Maybe in the stable. Do they have a stable? I don't remember.
There
They
is
didn't have
a
one,
hitching
no.
point. There's a hitching point, though, where the horse and the cart were staying over the night, but
Do you
We
trust it there?
we could just sell it back. Your goddess made it more impressive, so we might actually be able to make money off it.
Make it on the cart.
You want to make it on the cart?
Can I? Underneath the cart?
How does that work?
Would that make the cart portable teleportation.
Yeah.
Circle.
That
So-
would be cool as fuck.
When you read about the teleportation circles, you understood they had to be on a fixed point so that you could walk through and then enter on the other point.
Well, yes, but if it's like a rock, you can move a rock.
Yes, you wouldn't
Ground,
be able to do it
you can
on
move
a rock.
ground.
It's like carving it into a
A
mountain. is
wall,
what's
you
behind-
can destroy a wall, so you can cut out that part and done.
And then I guess
I'm just making my argument here.
I'm guessing the cycle will then break.
Uh-huh. Don't you love us?
I mean, I'm willing to let you guys try. I'm just trying to tell you the logistics on how it's supposed to work. The way it will work in order to get you there is if it's in a fixed point on a flat surface, it will go from there to the other point it's registered at. You can try and put it somewhere else. What will happen is,
Who knows?
yeah.
We did also know that it's one portal per vicinity, so we don't know the consequences if we do have two portals close to each other.
Close enough together, it might just
Ah.
make an anomaly and.
And so ends the campaign.
Bro,
Let's just do it in the back of the inn, like in the back wall of the inn, like in the back, so no one sees it.
you
Unless
sure
the
it's
only-
going to work on a wall?
I don't know anymore.
You need to step.
Neither
on
do
it.
I.
So it needs to be on a
You
ground,
step
on the
on it, okay.
on the floor.
Maybe
You're
we
making
just
it very difficult.
I'm
maybe
making
we
it
just retract
difficult.
the fact that we erased the one that we just did pretty well, and we just stick with that plan and just bring AF1 and sell the cart and horses.
But my goddess bless the cart. It was so
And now
fast.
she's blessing us by giving us money by selling them back because they're impressive horses and a cart now.
I will redraw the thing.
No, we'll just retract that we erased it because, you know, it's safer that way.
Okay,
As
so
long as
you're
you're happy
keeping
with
it.
that.
You're keeping it where it is. Yes.
Sure.
Because we've already got permission off the clergy.
Okay.
So it's just the safer option. Do you want to go get the 50 up for the cart and horses?
You handled that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm having a pretty bad day.
Oh,
Okay, so it's good. It's 99% done.
Yeah,
There,
we're
perfect.
pretty confident that we did it all right. Wow, that was a conversation. I see why you wouldn't have it in the cart because if it went through the thing, it would just, I'm guessing, collapse on itself.
I mean,
You don't need to
potentially
tell us,
you
but
could.
that's
No,
the theory.
you could do it like inside the cart, right? But then you would have to walk through it. There's no way you could do it to make like if you did it on the cart, it wouldn't suddenly make the cart
Take the cart with it, yeah.
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 But it would be a portable one where we could jump into one, walk there, and then jump back and have a cart.
But remember, it's the case of each circle is different to each location. So it's the case of, yes, it would be portable, but it would only take you to that one. So if you was to transport the cart then to the same place as that circle, it wouldn't get you back.
You're not getting any use, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Let's
Okay.
just leave the advantage because it's the safest option. We've got permission. Yeah. And then I guess William will go sell the horses and carts.
And I will stay here to make sure it's safe.
And yeah.
Yeah. Sure. You don't seem sure.
No, I'm not. It's just picking what the next step should be. Do I tell the other two, hey, let's go, you two can go stay at the and wait for Sanfi's contact? Like, yo, you two, how's that sound? I think it's
Might have some more technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Zenti, I don't know if you're already with me, you're coming to me, you're all.
She would be praying, but if you went to her, she'd stop. For
Okay.
sure.
So we need to know the monster thing, because
Okay.
teleportation circle is ready.
Okay. I believe that will be as soon as the father has finished their.
And who's gonna meet the
Divinations?
contact?
That will be us at the inn. I'm happy to do it alone though, if that works. I thought it might be best for us to gauge how important the information is first, but
I don't want to leave
Okay,
the
well-
teleportation circle alone. So maybe take the boys.
that sounds fair.
Yeah, and I've got to go flip the cart and the horses because we can't take them through a portal. But I'm hoping everyone's different. Since
We
he's
can
you would
find out.
technically
through?
alive.
It depends how it is functions, but I do not know is the answer.
I'm hoping for the best.
Do you know if you can, what kind of things can pass through? Does it have to be entirely organic?
Everything.
Oh, should be
It
fine.
just says the
Everything
biggest
can pass
stipulation is
through.
you have to walk through it. Yeah.
And also, just to be, which circle did you write down? Which one is it linked to?
So because
Gateway,
William
but I can't pronounce the first part.
Etasian
The
gateway.
Tessian Gateway.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we definitely traced that one. I'm not sure if you wanted the other one done as well.
No, we got we know how
We
to
did
do
get
both.
both. Okay.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
the one that we wanted to.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're going to sell the cart.
Start the cart and the horses. Yeah.
Morticia's staying with the circle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Xanthi's going to go get her information.
Go meet the contact. Yep.
It also depends how long our father is going to be. What's
Yes.
Well, Father can come to me and tell me if he needs to, because I'm here. I'm gonna be here regardless.
fair enough. That is fine. Should I leave Sandria with you then?
Sure.
And she'll take out the little pot of ashes and hand them over. Thank you.
No problem.
I think kind of with the ashes, she'd have had the necklace that she picked up at the same time. Do you think it would be possible for her to take a little look at that?
The necklace.
Just trying to, yeah, because I think it kind of slipped her mind a bit with everything that's been going on. But
Like, take
Just-
a look at it. Me or
just pulling it out of her pocket alongside the ashes and then just kind of doing a, oh yeah, I picked this up at the same time kind of thing.
I think I could take a look at it.
Would you mind?
Yeah. So I don't think I have identify prepared or anything like that. So
It is not a rush. I would just like to have something of hers. Well, something more than this, holding up the spear.
I guess I'll just do detect magic on the necklace.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
I'm going to say you'll be able to get that done as you're waiting for the other guys to come back. So, William, you're going to go sell the cart.
Yep.
So, how much did you buy the cart for? Just remind me.
475 was the price for both the horses and the cart. The more comfortable equipment for the horses so they didn't get as tired or too sore, and the installation of boxes and cushions in the back to make it a little bit more comfortable for passengers.
And it has a jacuzzi now.
It has a bathtub.
I'm going to say
it technically has a bathtub.
Yeah, I'm going to say you'll probably be able to get about 600 for it on the resale.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because of the improvements that the goddess made, I'm guessing, yeah.
Some of that, and then some people are just seeing that they could actually sell it for like parts.
Oh,
okay, fair. You happy if I just take that in plat so I'm not carrying 600 gold?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Dimitri, are you going with Xanthi and waiting for the informant, or?
Yes, if I make it back in time, I'll go with Xanthi.
Okay. So I'm going to say, William, you're selling the cart. That's your thing there. Morticia waiting, and it's Xanthi and Dimitri, you're waiting in the inn for Ashen to come with the information. You're waiting there, I'd say, the better part of an hour. And then all of a sudden he's I managed to and then he hands
Take
over 2 books.
And sit down and catch your breath.
You want water? I give you some water.
Yes, water.
I'll go get some water.
Could Xanthi look at the 2 books? First of all, the titles and such.
Yes, definitely. So the first book is just titled The Life of Daggaxarth Xingtong. And you can have a quick thumb through, and basically this seems to show everything he's done from struggling nobody to where he invented the sentinels to the liquid metal prosthetics, and it just goes through all that, basically like a life story, almost like an autobiography. The second one is Understanding the Condition by Dr. Xingtong. You thumb through this, and this one's written very differently to the first one. But this seems to, at first glance, seems to be written about more who he is now.
I'll just come back. Yeah, what? Here you go. Drink up.
And he's like, thank you. It was not easy getting them books out, let me tell you.
Do you think you're followed or anything?
I don't think I was followed, so I was very careful. I was very quick. And just as he's saying this, you see his throat just split open as this psychic blade just pierces his throat.
Oh.
And he's just like grabbing at his throat. He's like, this blade.
Looking around.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Well, that's an 8.
You see, just out of the window, there's this figure. It just darts across. You're putting 1 and 1 together.
We'd best leave now, do you think? Can you help him, or?
I don't know. I will try and do my hands of healing.
Okay.
Let's see if that helps at all. I'll just do like 5
Yeah.
hit points.
That closes up the wound, and he's still like. I think someone maybe followed me.
It looks that way. We'd best be off. Don't want them closing in on us. Are you okay to move?
I can move. And he like stands up a bit wobbly.
Yeah, I'll help you. I've got new strength. I will will take you to my healer. She'll know what to do.
Okay, yeah. As you help him up, Xanthi, you leave the inn, heading back to the church.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say, Xanthi, roll me one more perception check because you're running through the town back to the church.
Sure. 18.
18. This time you can see this figure just as another psychic knife just fires past and just slightly misses the target. You just see like this impact of this blade is there 1 minute, then disappears the next. You just see him like he's like running behind you, like kind of darting behind like any alleyway or anything like that he gets to get cover.
Did I see the knife being thrown?
You didn't see the
Or am I
knife being
too
thrown,
confused?
but you saw it impact the ground.
Impact. Okay. If I see the impact, I am going to cast warding bond on him.
Okay.
So he gets +1 to AC and resistant to all damage, but I take the same amount.
Okay. Sweet. And then, yeah, he knows you've clocked him this time, so he's going to throw one more knife.
Can Xanthi do anything to try and get in the way of that?
Yeah, of course.
Trying to at least put herself between.
Okay, I'm going to give him
Even if that's
disadvantage on the roll.
Cover or whatever, sure.
Yeah, so this one, again, it just like impacts your armor and it just like shatters off. And then you see him just like begin to like run. Like knowing he's been covered this time, he's running like straight for you.
So would you say Xanthi would have been able to get on Aethon as we're running, or?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Cool. Again, just making sure she's between them and readying an attack if they
Okay.
can range.
I'm going to get you, Dimitri, and the assailant to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
I'd say we're still kind of running away, but she's,
Yeah.
ready to. But sure, not bad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, advantage. That's 20.
Nice. 20 for Xanthi. And for you, Dimitri?
10.
10. Dimitri, you're not last.
Okay.
Okay, so as you're running off, Xanthi, you've got head of the initiative as you're running still back towards church. You still see him like chasing after you. You've seen him manifest these 2 new blades in his hand as he's charging.
Does he seem to be getting closer?
Yeah, he's definitely gaining on you.
Okay. So again, staying between them and is going to end her fury and hold an attack
Okay,
until presumably they catch up.
sweet.
But still, heading in the direction of the church.
Dimitri?
Is getting on a horse a free action? Will it take an action?
I will allow you. I'd say you can get on it as a free action. If you're trying to help someone else on it, it's an action.
Okay. Then I will. If that's the case. Okay. It'll take me a couple of rounds. I will cast Find Steed,
Okay.
and I'll summon myself a horse.
Okay, amazing. What does your horse look like?
Well, even though it can't fly, I wanted to create a horse with like wings on its feet.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that'll be my action.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Don't really think I have one apart from. Where is it? What does it do? Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I will just get in front of Ashwin. So it's just harder for him to hit.
Okay.
And we'll get ready to help him onto the horse.
Okay, amazing. So that brings us to the assailant center. He is going to use his full movement and bonus action dash to catch up to you guys. And then he is going to take a swing against Ashwin. It's going to be at disadvantage because I'm saying both of you two are making it
Would
harder
you've
for him to.
moved within range?
Yeah,
or-
definitely. So you get your attack
Okay,
as well.
Cool. And I presume medium-sized creature?
Yeah.
Cool. 26?
26 will hit.
Can we make this hill giant strike as well?
Yep.
So that will be a 16 strength save.
Natural 20.
Fair enough.
I was going to say I was about to say he needs like a natural 20 to achieve that, and then he got it, so.
That's 18, I believe. Damage.
Sweet.
And holding attack is just one action, right? One
Yeah,
attack,
correct.
right? Yeah.
So his attack roll against Ashwin will hit still. He rolled a total of a 17, which is Ashwin's armor class, so. Three, 4, 8. So that would be 23 points of damage to Ashwin. Ashwin's like, you need to see this blade, like as you, Xanthi and Dimitri, you both like collide to like make it difficult. The blade just still like goes through and makes contact with Ashwin. Ashwin's looking really rough as you still all continue going. Xanthi, it's your turn.
Was that halved already because of warding?
Oh, it wasn't halved actually. So that would have been 20. That would have been 11 points
11.
damage.
I take that.
So he's
Okay.
not looking as bad.
And are you considering the +1 to AC from Warding Bond?
Yes.
Just
His
making
armor
sure.
class is 14. So
Oh,
Too bad. I thought it'd be lower.
So Xanthi is going to just blow everything on him, to be
Okay.
honest. So she's going to just unleash a series of slashes.
Okay.
So action surge as well. I'll just roll all the hits
Yeah.
first. That's not great. 13 on the first one.
that will miss.
17 on the second one.
17 will hit.
19
Hits.
and 25.
Definitely hits.
And as a bonus action, using some fury as well to make another attack.
Yep.
So that, 27. So that's 4 hits in total.
Yep.
And I'll roll some damage to see how that goes. 13, 14, 10.
Yep.
And 13. Could we also make one of those a swipe, reaching down, kind of holding onto the reins of Aethon and slicing at his feet?
You could,
Uh,
if you didn't already completely destroy him.
Cool.
Oh, that's fine.
As like the blade goes through and he made contact, immediately in retaliation, you just start slicing at him, and these hits make contact, and then all of a sudden he just disperses, and there's just like this pillar of light from where he was slain.
That's not good. Let's get going.
We gotta go. Yeah, I'll help him up onto the horse, and then I'll jump on, and then we'll also give him another 5 hit points.
Do you want to take him a bit slower, and I will try and lead them around a bit, lay some false tracks, or just go?
I feel like just go. I think that's a bit
Okay.
risky. Although William's still, maybe get William, because I don't know where he is.
He went to sell the carts. Do you know where that might be the best place to try to do that? Do we know where like an open market would be, or stables, things like?
You would probably suspect it's near the beginning of town, near the front house. Probably the church is like the meeting point between the two of you, so to get to the church would be easier than to try and look for where William possibly would have gone.
Okay, sure.
He might
We'll
already
just
be
head
at the
back.
church. Who knows?
Yeah, he
Yep.
might.
He might already be there.
But yeah, as Xanthi and Dimitri come like full charge running through the church, like not even paying heed, just horses running through the church. Father Lethael is just like, what is going on here? William, you come back there. You all notice this pillar of light that is now sticking out in Sabin. You also all recognize that to be the same kind of light that when the Siberic Assembly were bouncing in and out. It's their kind of light. But yeah, Father Lethael is just like, what's going on? And Morticia, you just see Xanthi and Dimitri now. They're like sliding. The horses are sliding as they're coming through, just like through the church on the horses, on Airthorn on the horse. And William, you've just like, oh, I made some money back from that, and then also you just see them charge through.
Yeah, run past.
Yeah.
We might need-
Knowing my friends, I think we need a monster name now.
It has been decided by the gods. You just need to give a heart of a dragon.
Of course.
Does it need to be a big dragon, a small dragon? Is it
Maybe
okay?
ancient.
It just needs to be one of the dragons.
Okay.
Okay.
We might also need some refuge if you can turn people that are chasing us away. They are trying to kill us, I think, or at least this one.
And then he looks, and then he sees more Siberic Assembly appearing out, and he's just like, no one will break through this realm of the gods. And he like slams his foot down, and you just see like all the stained glass windows, just like the light from them just fade, and there's just like this shield that appears over the church.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
Hey, we need to have an explanation of what the hell you two just got us into.
We should
That can
leave.
wait.
We'll leave first, and then also Aspen needs help, but on the other side first.
Did you get things
Okay.
sorted with Alexandria? You know
Oh,
who we need to...
here she is.
Father?
And I'll give it to the father.
And he's just like, oh, I thought it would have been an actual... Anyway, we can work with this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please take care of her.
I will protect her with the might of all the Daggaxarthians.
Important question. What's the time limit?
Yeah,
The
also the
fate,
necklace.
the fate touched.
The necklace.
The fate
Oh,
touched
you want
has
the heart?
just
Sorry.
willing to bend the scales as long as, I said, you kill one of these dragons, and then she will become alive again. Until this, the ritual cannot be done.
Okay.
Thank you. Time to go?
Let's go.
Yeah.
We did it.
2 horses. Why have you got another one?
I summoned it. I thought it'd be faster.
Oh, okay, just go. I'm like pushing them.
Okay.
So I've never done this before, but
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Are
So
we going in?
to do this impromptu teleportation circle, Morticia, I need you to spend a spell slot and then roll me a d100. But tell me what level of spell slot you spend.
I'm going the highest I can go, which would be 4th level.
Okay.
$65.
Okay. As this circle ignites with arcane energy, you all charge through it. You feel like this pinch and pull as you're like going through the circle. And you end up in like this cold room. Like it's very cold. You look around and you see like light like just peeking through one of these barred windows. You seem to be in like a cellar of some kind.
I thought it was a prison.
Hey, we just teleported into
We
a
also
prison.
saying like, oh,
I guess it's where we belong. Dull books in harbor the criminal. Anyway,
Was this place supposed to be like in
a town. Yeah, I think that's what they
cold?
both said.
Cold? Okay, let's go outside, I guess.
As you climb up the stairs and you appear in like a tavern, and you see like this owner. He's like this disgruntled orcish fellow. He's got like an eye patch and he's got like dreadlocks almost, and he's got like a tattoo that covers half his face that hasn't got the eye patch, and he's just like, hello.
Hi, how are you? Think we... Can you tell us where we are by any chance?
Please.
You're in the Serpent Head Tavern.
What
Little more
town?
specific.
This is the Tessian Great Ray.
Did it? I got it.
Why were you in my cellar?
Oh, did you realize you have a teleportation circle in your basement?
No.
Well, it's really nice for business. Like, you have customers coming in all the time.
Normally I keep the cellar door locked.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, that normally only works if you're on the outside. We were on the inside. You know, you just turn the lock from the... Anyway.
And then he looks and you just see like this giant like padlock on top, and it's like, no, that's not how it works.
Magic? Don't you jazz hands?
I'm sorry.
I don't like magic much.
Here, 5 gold, and I'll thank you for the trouble. And we should probably get
No
going.
problem. Okay. Why is there horses?
They came
Well,
with.
you see, they came with us here.
Okay.
We'll take them outside.
You're really nice.
We apologize again.
Very confused.
Would
you
it be
like me
okay
to give
if-
you the long explicit explanation?
No, it's fine. The 5 gold is fine.
Okay. So doors this way? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We'll leave.
As you open the door to see this town, it is built in like almost like a ditch of kinds. You see, looking above, there's just this giant stone circle that looks like a gate of some kind. And then like there's just this ditch where it's just this row of buildings. And you see going up like almost like a castle type wall that like leads up to the gateways. There's all these guards just on these gateways. But otherwise it's just seems to be like just this one row of buildings here.
Am I the only one wondering where that would lead to?
Yep, let's move onwards.
Yeah, a little bit, but
I just would. Okay, can I just ask, like, hey,
Yeah, you can ask one of the people there. They're just like, hello?
what is that about?
What is
Like-
what about the gateway?
Yeah, where does it lead? We're out of town. We don't really.
It's
anything
for
about it.
the sky ships?
Oh, makes sense.
that does make
Thank
sense.
you. Thank you. I thought it was like a portal to some other place.
No?
It would be really cool. Thank you.
I apologize. We're definitely new to this area. As you can tell by we're not dressed at anything you would see around here. Anyway, we can get some warmer clothes.
Yes?
Bye bye.
Directions would be lovely.
And she just points.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And if we're going to be walking around mountains or taking a travel on a skyship, we definitely need warmer clothes.
Turning to
You're right.
Asheron. You might be less conspicuous not traveling with us. I don't
Yeah,
know what you want to do from here.
I thank you for getting me this far, but I do think I'll be better off on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope the books are good.
No, I appreciate that very much.
And he looks around and he's like, we're on a different continent, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Apologies.
said we'd
No.
take you away.
no, that's good. I don't think the Siberic Assembly's reach comes out here.
I would still be careful who they might send after you.
Yeah,
So
that's
just
fair.
low profile.
Maybe change everything about
Yeah.
yourself.
Change the name.
Appearance,
Yeah, I think
age.
my age.
How you speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Even your favorite food.
Don't have. I mean, we just used to eat porridge.
Well, now that you're out of that place, you'll be able to eat whatever you want.
Find your
Wait, I
favorite
have something
food.
for you, and I will give him a pastry.
Okay.
This is much better.
He's like, oh, this looks interesting.
I turn you into an otter.
Or small.
Can you roll for the pastry, please?
That's an 8.
Okay. As he eats the pastry, you suddenly can't see him anymore.
I think he became small too. Maybe we should just leave.
And then you
I have-
feel him bump past you as he just walks past you.
Just because you're
Oh,
invisible doesn't mean you can't see.
I did ask you to move. Can't you hear me? And you just hear, all
No.
you hear is just woo, 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 woo.
Oh.
Ah,
no, we can't hear you.
we don't understand a word you're saying. You're just mumbling. Why would you ask us to move? We're in the middle. Sorry, no, actually, we can't hear that. We're in the middle of the street. You could easily walk around us.
You just hear like footsteps just get quieter and quieter as they go.
I'm assuming he didn't need more healing. Oh, he'll be fine.
An invisible dead body's not that much of a problem, is it, really?
Yeah. Well, besides the smell.
Yeah.
Okay. New wardrobe.
Clothes.
And then
Yes.
guy ship?
But you see
Or do you wanna
everyone
travel
that
there?
is going out of the city is like walking these walls up to like the gateway.
How far is the first one? Like,
So-
which one is the closest? Like, Imperiums.
Oh, from where you are now? So that would probably be Blood Tamer in the Ebon Spire Skysport. Ebon
Skyport,
Spire Skyport.
That one.
You did it to
What?
yourself. That's why
Yeah.
I don't try and say some of the things you make.
What idiot would have made a thing like that?
So
Do you have a
That's the
mirror
f-
handy?
that's our first destination, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But
So clothes and we go.
yes.
Yeah, then we're also going to have to find which guy ship is going to the spire.
Skyport?
Sky-
Something like that.
One
What?
Spire Skyport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can just ask around. It worked fine so far.
Yeah, what could be more weird? Except a mechanical horse who, on all of us dressed really weirdly. You might not even have tieflings here, so you might be, extremely weird.
I mean, no one knows
Are
what a
there-
tiefling is.
Dusk
I
bloods
don't
around.
remember exactly what it is. Dustblood, thank you. I just remember, horns. So that's the one I have to use because, I don't do names. I just do the closest thing that I can compare it to.
That's fair.
Anyway, Dustblood, there you go.
Are there
You
any
think?
Dusk bloods around?
Perception check.
Natural one.
That pastry you have in your bag's looking very tasty.
I feel like I will start pulling one out.
Look at this. Don't eat them.
Not the right time.
We need to be
But okay.
on the top of. I'll replace it with some actual food that isn't magical. Okay, just do not eat magical food. I don't need
I
to
don't
be
know.
eating sheep.
It's these ones just don't go stale or anything, so it's like it's hard to beat.
Feel free to pick it up then if it's so good. I guess it doesn't even get dirty.
I
Don't
will
test
pick
that.
it up.
It still
Okay,
looks edible.
clothes.
Get some clothes.
You find like a general like basic kind of goods store that they have like racks of clothes like in the window kind of thing. It's just that this store's just called Opal's Fashion.
Well, I guess this is the place.
Should we all match?
Part of
Can
me
do.
wants to say definitely not, but I don't think I get a choice, do I?
What do you have in mind?
Everybody gets a fur coat. Pink.
Why pink?
Because they are cute. We can do baby blue as well, I don't mind.
I prefer the blue one.
Okay, so baby blue it is.
Okay.
Counter offer.
God damn it.
I'm all for the fur coats. Does it have to be such a bright color? Maybe something more inconspicuous.
But you can see baby blue in the snow.
Maybe it'd be good not to be seen.
You can't. It's so similar.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
You match with the sky.
Fair enough.
I was thinking perhaps a cloak instead, but if it is matching color, is that good enough?
Okay.
But I am going to get like a hood and something to cover my face.
Okay.
Matching
So everyone
cloaks
knows
is.
what they're getting? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to get trousers because I'm wearing shorts at the moment. It's going to be cold.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
So as you head into Opal's fashion, you see this orcish lady wearing like this pink dress, very like well dressed actually, in like this shock of blonde hair. And she's just like, "Whoa, hello there. You must be new."
Could you tell by the clothes?
More like I haven't seen your faces around here before. And in a town
that'll
such as
also do it.
this, everyone's seen everyone.
Would you believe we fell out of the sky?
Do I look like I was born yesterday?
We walked through a magical portal?
Again, do I look like I was born yesterday?
We just
We don't
came
know
in a
how we got here.
skyship.
You just came on a skyship? Oh, okay. Did you take the wrong one?
Yeah.
We need to get to the Ebon.
Ebenspire. Skyport.
Thank you.
You want to go to Ebonspire? Wow, you must be fancy people.
More
Not really.
that I have an acquaintance that I need to meet, and these are friends, so they volunteered to join me, I guess.
You have an acquaintance in Ebonspire?
Apparently so, and
Hmm.
from what I'm hearing, they've been expecting me for a while now.
Interesting.
They work as a maid.
Just starting looks like, where's that even come from?
I know. I was trying to think that, like, man.
Okay, everyone's got to have a job. So,
Yeah, so,
what can I do for you?
well, as you can tell, we're not really accustomed to the colder climates of here, and probably the transport on the skyships. We need some better equipment.
Okay.
We
You-
will matching
clothes-
capes.
And the closest thing to what I have family like pulling Morticia clothes. Want it all to be matching.
Oh, you want
Maybe
matching,
blue.
matching capes or matching cloaks?
Close, sorry.
Cloaks, okay. Do they need to be hooded, furred?
Hood and
Third
please.
and hood.
Okay.
And possibly like bandanas for the the lower half.
Okay,
because,
yeah. I get that being up in the sky. It's quite nippy.
Yeah. And the
yeah.
nose is one of the first places to start losing key on the face. So
I have some fur cloaks here, and she shows you these brown leather fur cloaks. These any good?
No,
yeah, it's just because it's not the color. Yeah.
they need to be baby blue.
How long would it take to customize them a bit? Perhaps color and perhaps with a decal?
I mean, it would probably take me a day to do all of them.
Do you happen to know when the next skyship is arriving?
I mean, at Teshion Gateway, they come. So many come all the time. I don't know where they go to. If you talk to one of the members of the Iron Conclave, they're the guards you see running around here. they're kind of in charge of loading people on and buying the tickets and things like that. So,
Logistics and stuff. Okay.
Would you also be able to do like a mini one for my friend here?
but he's a panda.
Just humor him, please.
Just he's matching with us.
He's part of the team.
Sure. You are the weirdest people I've met.
You're not the only person to say that.
I can imagine.
Just
Yeah.
not to add to that at all. But I did have an idea that I wanted to run by you all. What do you think as an emblem? A mimic holding a knife with its tongue, and we can be the deadly mimics?
Okay.
I'm not against that, but considering what happened in the first time we met, little on the
Precisely.
nose.
Yeah. No, I kind of like it.
If you want that, could you one of you like sketch it down for me and I'll try and get it done?
Anyone good at that sketch?
No.
I guess
I'm
it
out.
would slide a hand, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, William, you can draw, so I would say.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, I would say
Nope.
easily enough you'd be able to pull off a design like that.
No requests. I don't do it often. And, yeah, it's like, I guess he will draw.
Yeah, no,
It-
you draw this very
And-
like clean mimic holding this dagger. It's very, very clean, very nice.
Like this, or do you want the dagger, kind of being serrated like a wave, like dagger? Like, or do you want just a straight one?
I think that
Do a
looks good to
cyclone.
me.
Could do a cyclone dagger if you want. The ones that are really hard to stitch the wounds up. Don't ask me how I know that.
Either or.
Perhaps keep it simple-ish so it is easy enough to replicate if we need to.
Okay. Yeah, put a couple of waves in it to make it like an S dagger.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, just not too complex, is it?
No, I can make that and stick that on the cloaks. Do you want it on like the kind of like the shoulder part here, or do you want it on the back?
Do you want it like on the capel? Like where it fastened at the
That's
front,
the
or do you
word.
want it?
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want it like on the the fastener on the front, or do you want it on the back? Do you want it like which one do you want?
Friend.
Well, they spoke
Run.
technically.
Oh yeah, of course. If you give me a day, I'll get all 5 of them done for you.
Since we're new here, where will we sleep for a night?
If you're looking to sleep, I mean, if you are going to travel, if you talk to the Iron Conclave, they could put you up in one of the rooms. They have like these rooms that they keep people in traveling long distances and things like that. They
Okay.
could put you up there for
Perfect.
free. If not, you could potentially try one of the inns we have here. I mean, they're not the best, but they have beds.
Yeah, okay. 4 levels. And then lastly, price.
So I've basically just got to change the color of these, do an extra one, put the design.
And then also the face coverings, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and I
mean, there's 35 gold.
I also need trousers as well. If you could add that on.
So 50 gold?
Hang on a second.
Well, you want decent trousers, right? You are wearing shorts. We're in a different climate. You know how cold it gets in the sky.
Is that how much trousers are
So
worth?
much? No.
Okay, maybe you doesn't want thermal trousers, you just want normal trousers.
Okay,
Normal trousers is
so
fine.
40 gold.
Is that about right?
You,
I don't know how much trousers.
I mean,
Yeah, that's 5 gold.
if it's not good enough, there's someone else who could probably make the stuff for you.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
No,
Okay.
you sure? I can.
You have a nice day.
Are you trying to be robbed?
I just
But it's-
want us to get going.
Because it's just convenient. It's fine. Like I've got 40. I can just pay for it.
Make it 36, and we got a deal.
Why did you have to make it a weird number?
No, 40 it is. Because I've also got to rush the size for his trousers. They're going to be custom, you see. So I have
Also
to
the
take
little
measurement
guy.
and make them and make sure they're the right size for him. I don't think you're going to get any trousers cheaper than 5 gold around here.
It's just an expensive town, and this must be
Yo.
the going rate.
You're forgetting Babu has his custom made.
Also true.
It's your gold.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it up somehow. I will give 40 gold.
Do you want me to put 10 towards that?
Yeah, I can also pay 10.
You can do. I don't mind covering it. I've got some.
So our cloaks are technically like 7. Technically slightly more because Babu's are technically slightly less because of materials, but they kind of average out for the 5 cloaks.
Let's
Yeah,
call
I'm
it
happy. Okay.
Okay.
So how much I'm paying? 30.
20 because
20.
William was. Yeah.
Thank you.
I will not agree. It's a.
I will not be paying this much. Right.
So the Iron Conclave next.
That's fine, I mean.
Which way?
If you go straight out of here, you'll bump into one of them. You've got a post.
All over the place.
Yeah, they've got a post before they start the climb up to the gateway, but then they're all scattered about.
Perfect. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Leaves. And when he gets outside, we'll go to the others. I love how she didn't question how we didn't know where the Enclave was, even though we just said we came off a skyship.
Don't question that.
You know what? I didn't clock that.
I think it's just the aura that we present, because sometimes we are just incompetent.
Yeah, I think they just accepted it.
Yeah. So would I at that point, honestly.
But yeah, as you make your way for the Iron Conclave, I'm gonna call it there for today. For the next leg will be when you meet the Iron Conclave and get your tickets for your skyship. And yeah. So that's where I'll call it for tonight. So yeah, we will catch you next week for the next episode. See you then.
Yeah.